Kia ora. Welcome to the Cult Wine Show on YouTube. After a little while away, we are back and I've got some Q&A questions, so we're going to go straight into it. Just remember to like, subscribe and share this video. Now, some questions. Jolene asks, my parents have at the back of their wine cupboard white wines older than 10 years. Some are quite fancy. Is there a use by date for white wine? Yes and no. The biggest thing, Jolene, is it's going to really depend on what the back of the cupboard's like and what sort of fancy wines they are, and how they're sealed, all sorts of things. So if it's a relatively cool, relatively free from vibration kind of area, some of those wines could be quite wonderful. Typically things like, in terms of serious wine, things like Chardonnay, particularly if it's sealed under screw cap. Riesling is amazingly ageable. Chenin Blanc is ageable. All sorts. Champagne is particularly ageable. If it is things with low acidity, particularly like Viognier, Gewürztraminer, depending on the texture, those varieties tend to sell less well. So what I would suggest is pop some bottles, try some. If it's really good, go for it. If it's not very good, I do have a really cool option for you. There's an awesome restaurant and bar in London called Noble Rock, and one of their signature dishes is fish braised in oxidized white burgundy. And so I think you could kind of riff on that and use, if the wines are over the hill, use those wines to cook with, but in a way that really showcases the wine, and maybe get a wine that's similar but fresher to drink with it. Now Jonathan asks, is there cellaring recommendations for natural wine? Totally, and I guess my cellaring recommendations would be quite similar to what I'd recommend in terms of cellaring non-natural wine. You need, in the case of white wine, acid or sugar. Most natural whites are pretty low, or pretty dry, so that means high acid, so Riesling, Chardonnay. Going back to the last question, Chenin Blanc. With reds, there's a balance, so acid, tannin, and the interplay between those two. So Pinot Noir can age phenomenally well, but things like Shiraz, things like Cabernet, Merlot, all of those things that would normally age well. One of the things I would say is that the wines, especially if there's low to no sulfur added, tend to be quite temperamental, so you do need a proper cellar to cellar them in. There's a lot of fun, kind of more frivolous natural wine, and those typically, like fun frivolous wines of any sort, are less able to be cellared. Next, Keith asks, are there easy ways for the average punter to tell if a wine is good or not? And knowing Keith, he's probably sort of more referring to medals and points and reviews and things like that, and those are really, really important. I would say one medal doesn't really mean much, so if it's got a gold medal on it, good for it, but it just means it looked really good that day. If it's got a whole smattering of gold medals, consistent ones, or if the wine tends to win awards like year on year, there are a couple of wines I can think of, Clairview Reserve Chardonnay, Forest Botrytis Riesling. These guys win awards every single year they're made, and that is an amazing indication of quality. Other than that, I think if a wine is good or not is a difficult question. Better still, are you going to enjoy it? And the thing I would say is find some wines you like. Go and read 3 or 4 reviewers to see what they say about the wines that you like, in different styles and different sort of categories. And then basically, if you agree with a particular reviewer, follow them. Drink wines that they recommend, and chances are you'll do really well. Like there's one guy in the UK, Jamie Good. Basically, I've been really lucky. I have tasted with him. I've had a beer with him. But in terms of for my palate, his reviews are really spot on. So if I see something that he recommends, I go out and buy it because I know there's a really, really good chance I can drink it. Likewise, I want to say come see us, but that's a little bit self-serving. Go see any kind of independent retailer, or not even independent, any retailer that knows a little bit about what they're talking about, because you're going to be able to go to them and go, hey, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one, recommend me something else I'm going to like. And if they can't do that, then they shouldn't be in business. Bear in mind, occasionally they make mistakes. So it won't necessarily be every bottle, but you'll probably find some really cool wines. Now, Miyuki asks, true or false, is there more pressure in a bottle of champagne than in a car tyre? And the answer is yes. I just did a quick cursory Google, and a car tyre has roughly 30 psi, champagne bottle has 90. So there's 3 times as much pressure in a champagne bottle than there is in a car tyre. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching. Please like this video, please subscribe to our channel, please share it with other people, and if you've got any more questions, put them down in the comments and we'll answer them next time. Cheers!